Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Make sure we're good here. We are live. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? How are y'all doing? I know it's a surprise. I think I said I wasn't sure if I was going to be on today, but I wanted to kind of get in. I got a little bit of time before my event I have later on tonight, and I really wanted to get through the TryHackMe Day 12 event. So we're going to go ahead and start our box and get everything going. Make sure you guys are following along. You can go to tryhackme.com/Christmas. And we are going to do Day 12's event, which is focusing on defense in depth and looking like we're doing looks like a Jenkins server. So we're going to hop right into that. I hope everybody's week is going swimmingly. But yeah, I hope everything is good. So here you can see my screen. Shout out to the young lady who is doing today's walkthrough. As normal, we are not going to follow the walkthrough because we want to kind of go through it ourselves. So we have our machine starting up, and then we also have the attack box starting up as well. It looks like we do because we have the split box screen. So it says, do we need the attack box? It looks like yes. And do we need the VM? It says yes. And we are giving credentials for RDP or SSH, which we are not using. So while we're loading up, we're going to go ahead. Defense in depth. With the chaos of the recent merger, the company's security landscape has turned into the Wild West. Servers and endpoints, once considered fortresses, now resemble neglected outposts on the frontier, vulnerable to any attacker. As McHoneybell sifts through the reports, a sense of urgency gnaws at her. This is a ticking time bomb, she mutters to herself. It's clear they need a new strategy and fast. Determined, McHoneybell rises from her chair and her mind racing with possibilities. Time to suit up, team. We're going in deep. She declares, her tone a blend of resolve and excitement. Defense in depth isn't just a strategy, it's our lifeline. We're going to fortify every layer from physical servers in the basement to the cloud floating above us. Every byte, every bit. In this task, we will be hopping into McHoneybell's shoes and exploring how the defense in depth strategy can help strengthen the environment's overall security posture. So quickly, defense in depth is a concept similar to what we were talking about yesterday with the least privilege strategy, right? So where least privilege is focusing on just what you need to do your job, the bare minimum that you need to do your job. Defense in depth is the concept that we need to have multiple layers of security, right? So for example, we'll use passwords, for example. You want to make sure you use strong passwords. So you want to make sure that your passwords have, uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, sometimes a passphrase. You also want to make sure that your passwords aren't reusable. So your password could be, set your password to be reset every 90 days, and it can't be the same exact password every single time. It also can't be something like, winter 2023 exclamation point. It has to be something that's a concrete password, and that's one level. But then the next level for defense in depth would be, now we're also going to add something like multi-factor authentication in there. So now if for some reason the passwords were breached, or someone were to get past that password, now you have another layer of the defensive in-depth strategy that kicks in to pile on to that previous one. So that's an idea of defense in depth. And then after that, you would go with user access or role-based access controls or certain things like that, so that this way there's always an added layer, or an added layer of defense, or an added layer of security to what you're doing. This way you're preventing an overall catastrophe. So just real quick, shout out to everybody who is watching. We are streaming live on our Alpha Cybersecurity YouTube channel. We are streaming on our Alpha Esports and Technology YouTube channel, which you see here, my coach polo, because I got some stuff going on later. We are also streaming on Facebook on Alpha Esports and Technology. We are streaming on LinkedIn on my personal Davin Jackson page. Hi, how you doing? I'm Davin D Jax. And then we're also streaming on Trovo. I know Trovo is fairly unknown, but it's a new streaming platform that we're also checking out. That's going to be an alternative to YouTube and Twitch. So again, shout out to everybody who's watching. You can support the channel by just liking the video, commenting, say hi, where you're watching from. You can also subscribe to the channel, whatever channel you're watching. That would help. That would be a big help to help the algorithm jump up and get things going. And if you want, you can click this QR code that you see up here in this corner over here that says support the stream. That'll go to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and you can support by buying me a coffee. And honestly, some of it will go to coffee, some of it will continue to help out the center that we're doing here at Alpha Esports and Technology. All right, so we're going to go right ahead. And so the machine we'll be playing around with is a vulnerable by design Ubuntu running a Jenkins service. So we'll just go right here. It has been configured for ease of use following flexibility. Okay, before we get started, so we did start the machine, and we did all of this already. And now this is just if we want to SSH or go in here. So we're going to do a guided walkthrough of the attack chain. So first it's telling us we need to go to this page here. So 1010 65 67 on port 8080. So let me know if the music is too loud. Like I said, I got a little vibe music going on. I'm actually going to lower it just in case. So it is 10 10 65 67, and it is on port 8080. Okay, so it's unable to connect. That's because I think it's trying to get to the encrypted site. So we'll do HTTP:// and then we should be fine. Really? Is it not on? No, I said start machine. Okay. 10 10 65. Oh, I did 57. That's why. 67 80 80. There we go. That's better. Okay. So now we see here we have our Jenkins dashboard. And it's telling us to get a web shell. So we do that by clicking Manage Jenkins. Click on the Manage Jenkins button on the left side. Scroll to the bottom. You'll see Script Console. So we'll go to the Script Console. All right. And now it says Script Console is a feature that accepts Groovy, a type of programming language for the Java platform. Let's jump straight in and establish a reverse shell using this feature. The example below is using an edited version of this script. Copy the script above and paste it into the Script Console. Remember to change the host value to your attacking machine's IP. Open a new terminal and set up a netcat listener. So we're going to go here. We're going to copy, and then we'll hit paste. And now we just need to find where it has our IP address. What's going on, everybody? I hope your week is going great. Hope you're having a good week. I'm having a decent week myself. Surviving. We are surviving. 10 10 225 114, and then just to confirm it, we are going to go to ifconfig, and we are going to scroll up a little bit to ENS5, and that is indeed 10 10 225 114. So our IP value is 1010. 10.10. What it is, 225.114, right? Was that it? Yep. Okay, cool. And then we also need to open up a netcat listener. So we're going to do NC-N for do not resolve, or V for verbose, L for listening, and then P for port. And then we're going to listen on port 6,996. So we are now listening. And now if we hit run, No. And we have our connection. So you see here, connection from 10.10.65.67 received. All right, so we are good to go. So now it says getting the Tracy user en route. Now that we have a web shell in Jenkins, we can explore the server's contents for things that we can use to improve our shell. Check the usual folders, and you'll be able to find an interesting bash script file in the OPT scripts folder named backup.sh. So let's go ahead and look into that. So we'll go cd opt scripts. All right, and now if we cat backup.sh, you'll see we have a script here. So check the contents. You'll find a simple implementation of backing up, sending it to the home Tracy backups. So the username is Tracy. The password is 13 and 33. The IP is the local host. The SSH password. Okay. Tracy backups. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see. And then if we go ahead and do, now it's telling us to do the SCP command. Okay. Via SCP. Okay. So that's SCP is like a secure copy. File also contains credentials of the user Tracy, which we have 13 and 33. The SCP command is a clue that SSH may be used on the server. If so, we can use it to upgrade our shell. Open a new terminal. Okay, so there you go. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, because if you did notice, we can't do things like autocomplete and for when we hit tab or anything like that. So now we did open up another terminal by accident, but we'll just use that. And now we know our password. We'll just hit yes. And then our password was 13 underscore in underscore 33. Oh, it's telling us the password was wrong. So we'll just go ahead and, because it was one N. I didn't do I did capital I, but that's fine. We'll just copy this and then move back over here and then we'll paste it. And we are in our system now. Great. All right. So now if we go into there and we just do, let's clear this first. Nope. Spell Davin. All right. And we'll just do sudo -l. And then the password for Tracy is that 13 and 33 again. We'll go ahead. And now it's, you see here, it looks like she can do all. So then that means we can do sudo su, and now we are root. So what we just did there, again, this is a vulnerability as a pen tester that I've seen. I've actually seen in real life, and I've seen on multiple CTFs. So if you see here, whenever you check the sudo L, that shows you what permissions they have. And now it says they can run all of this as a super user. So all, which means they can do everything as a super user. So if we do sudo su, we have root access, and you can tell we have root access because you notice that $sign turns into a hashtag or a pound symbol, depending on what age you are. What's going on, Ty? So we now have root as the user, Tracy, and now we can see. Ty says he's way behind on the Advent of Cyber. Hey man, look, we're almost, what's today? Day 12. So we're halfway through it after today. So I would say, look, go ahead and you know what, best case scenario, you win something, whether it's a gift card or a Steam Deck or a MetaQuest or whatever, or worst case scenario, you learn some things that you didn't know before. And when you finish it, you also get the certification of completion. I know Josh probably don't look at it, but hey, it's still a good feeling for you to know that you're gaining that knowledge. All right, so back to where we are. So we are root is Tracy. The all line essentially says all commands can be performed by Tracy using sudo. This means the user is created with inherently privileged access. As such, we just enter the command sudo su and we're root. So there you go. So So now it's telling us we need to go ahead and remove her access. See, I just want to double check something. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer some of these questions before we get too far ahead. So the default port for Jenkins was 8080. The password was 13.1N33. Okay, what is the root flag? So we'll move back over here. Let's see. We CD into backups. Where are we going for the root flag? So we are, let's see, we'll back up again. So now we are in the root directory, and then there's our flag right there. So what I just did is instead of doing, so before I CD'd into the backups folder, and now I can see that the backup is in a zip file. But if I went back to the root folder, that's where you see that. So now we'll go cat flag.txt, and the password, the flag is easy root without DID or defense in depth. So we have that right there. And then it says, so now we're about halfway. We're about halfway through. So now let's go back and let's secure our stuff. So now let's go back to our Jenkins shell. I think this is our Jenkins shell here. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. All right, so let's get out of here. Oh, we can exit. Not exit. Thank you. All right, so now we are Tracy, and we'll just, there we go. So now we just closed out of all of that. So we SSH, cool. So we are no longer in our shell as Tracy. We exited out of the SSH session, and now we are back in our Jenkins shell. So if we want to, we can go ahead and do sudo -l, not equals, -l. No, okay, sorry. So we're going to do, first we're going to do sudo, to remove Tracy from the group. Oh, okay, so yeah, so we're going to do sudo del user Tracy sudo. Sudo, a password is required. Going back to our attack, we should always follow the principle of least privilege. Okay, so we talked about least privilege earlier. In this example, the user Tracy, okay, this gives, however, it also runs a risk of misuse. Okay, so now we need to go back to our admin. Okay, let's go back to our shell. Let's go back to our shell. Run. Come on. We're doing so well. All right, so we are listening, but we are not connected. Hit run again. Okay, let's close, refresh. Oh man, they're gonna make me do it again. Okay. Paste. We're gonna scroll back, and then we are 10:10 225 114. 10:10 225 114. 10:10 225 114. Come on. .10.225.114. We're gonna hit run. And then we're going to move over here. All right. Says we're listening, but it's not connecting. Come on, Davin, get it together. Stop rushing. 1010, 225, 114. There's our connection. Thank you. All right. All right. So now we're here. We're here. Just want to make sure. So this is our attack box. All right, so it says here we need to go to our let's see, bring up our dashboard. Dashboard. Boop, 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 doop, 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 doop. Did I kill my shell? I think I killed my shell. Okay. All right, let's scroll back up a little bit. Oh no, we're okay. So, that's why I skipped this part right here. After SSH in as the admin. That's why it makes don't jump ahead, people. It does not help you. So we'll go ahead and SSH. The attack box, opening a new terminal, SSH server. Oh, I don't know what the password. Super strong. Password 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Now we can do some stuff. Okay, so I was thinking we had to SSH as a part of getting into the system. So we needed to SSH into Jenkins and then also open up our attack box. So now we can go back and we're going to go ahead and do sudo delete user Tracy from the sudo group. So basically what we did is we said, hey, we're a super user and we want you to delete this super user Tracy from the sudo group. All right, so now we removed her from that group. And now if we do sudo -L for the user Tracy, it'll say Nani. Oh, that's because I didn't do -u. User Tracy is not allowed to run sudo on Jenkins. So that is the answer to our next question that said, what do we get when we try to run sudo L? Oh, sorry. That's what we get as them. we have to do as Tracy. Oh, so we need to SSH back into that system. So we'll go ahead and open up another one. And then we will, what was that IP address? Okay, let's go here. So SSH Tracy at 10.10.65.67. It doesn't pay to rush, people. It doesn't pay to rush. 13_1 and _33. All right, so now we're back in as Tracy. So now if we do sudo -l is Tracy, and then it says 13_1 and _33. Sorry, user Tracy may not run sudo on Jenkins. So that's the message we get. Stop rushing. All right. So now it says, come back up here. Okay, remember the path. All right, so we did that. We removed her from the sudo group, and now we need to harden SSH. So it says the path to root has been made more complicated for the attacker, but it doesn't mean we should stop here. Attackers can be very creative in finding all sorts of ways to accomplish privilege escalation. Any additional layers will make it a lot harder. Remember, as attackers, we were able to use SSH to the server. So that, remember, this is what we're talking about, the concept of defense in depth. You're protecting multiple layers. So since we used SSH, we need to stop that from happening. So now we're going to cd. Yep, we are going to actually open up that file. So how can we open up that file? Is gedit on here? No, I don't know what. Fine. We'll use nano. I hate using nano, but nano SSH. So etc SSH and SSH deconfig. All right, cool. And now it says we're going to edit. You're using your favorite text editor. Oh, we have to use sudo first. Sorry. So we need to exit out of there. So we need to go here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Vim. Since everybody loves Vim, I'm going to go ahead and use Vim. All right. So cool. So now we need to go in the admin shell, file, and edit your blah, blah, blah. Find the line that says password authentication, yes, and change it to no. So password authentication, yes. We're going to go ahead and hit I, and we are going to delete, and we are going to hit no, and then we're going to escape. Oh, we're going to hit I again, and we're going to go back, and we are going to get rid of that hashtag, so we're not commenting it out. Okay, and now it says we need to find a line that says include SSH deconfig file.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
All right.
The kids from the
1 second,
center
y'all.
are supposed to be coming here?
Yes.
Okay. We dropping him off.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Sheila Beauchamp.
David Jackson.
Okay.
How you doing? What's your name, Nathaniel? Hey, my son is named Nathaniel. Nice to meet you, man.
All right. So you know he's good people. My husband's Nathaniel.
Okay.
So what do you all do here?
So we do so we have it's the eSports Center. So we do competitive we do competitive gaming. But then we also do like casual gaming events and stuff like that. But we teach it in a healthy manner. So we're teaching communication skills, we're teaching cooperation, leadership, we're teaching sportsmanship. So you see we have rules all over here. And then so we cater or we tailor all of our stuff that we do as far as gaming.
Okay.
To teach those skills as well.
Okay.
And then we also teach tech and cybersecurity. So I'm actually in the middle of doing a cybersecurity stream right now. No, you're fine. You are perfectly fine.
Do you have a restroom?
Yes, it's right there in the back where you see the brooms and stuff on the door. It's right beyond, it's about over that door. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. We are back. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we are still looking for this file real quick. So we need to look for the include. So I do have some people from my my event that I'm hosting here. So we're just gonna go ahead and finish this up, y'all, and then we're gonna log off. Okay. So again, I thank y'all for rocking out with me. Oh, it's right up here. So in the include file, I completely missed it. So we're gonna change it to include Etsy SSH config. It looks like we have all of that already. All right, so we are going to, are we commenting it out? Yes, we are. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to hit I again to insert. And now we're going to comment that out. And now we're going to hit escape to make sure we get out of there. And now we're going to save the file. So since we did that, now we're going to hit colon and we're going to do WQ for write and to quit. And now that's going to save our file. And now we're going to do another, and now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to restart the SSH service. So we're going to do that by doing sudo system control, and then we're going to hit restart SSH. And we're going to go ahead and hit enter, and you'll see pretty much nothing happens. But now if we go ahead, in the example below, the egrep command shows what lines within the file would look like. But so you'll see we made those changes, but we don't need to do the egrep. But to test to make sure that we did secure that service, we're going to go right ahead. And so we see we're in here as Tracy right now, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to exit out. And now if we try to SSH as her again, you'll see it says permission is denied and it is looking for with the public key. So you see there, we no longer have access to the SSH service. And now for the SSH flag, how do we get that flag? Yeah, you could take whatever information, you could take that information. Okay, yes, ma'am. All right, so if we go ahead and look for the SSH flag, let's go back. Did we skip it? To disable tunnel, clear text passwords, change to no here. Password authentication. All right, so that is our flag right there for the SSH. So if we copy that and then we scroll down, I wonder, is it going to take the hashtag too? Yep. And now it says, what is the Jenkins flag? So how do we get the Jenkins flag? If I'm assuming it has something to do with this egrep file here. So we'll go ahead and we are in our Jenkins. Hold on. Oh, so we again, we skipped a step. So stronger password policies, another pivot point. Okay, so we did that. And then promoting zero trust. Instead of opening up the workings of the platform and environment, okay, we'll just proceed to the Jenkins in the admin. Okay, so where are we? I think we are here, right? So we'll go here. Oops. So we'll go escape, we'll right quit, All right, we'll clear out the Jenkins. And now it says we're going to CD into the var folder, library, Jenkins. All right, here you will see. So if we list out what's in here. All right, cool. Now we have a few XML files. And then there's plugins, secrets, updates, user content. Okay, so now there should be a config file, it says. Config.xml. And then config.xml.bak. And they're both right there. Fortunately for us, the administrator kept a backup. As such, it would be more straightforward to revert it back by removing the comments. For reference, the comment syntax is this right after the opening bracket, anything using your favorite text editor, and look for the following lines. Okay, so is that where they said the egrep is for? All right, well, let's go ahead and we'll do vim config.xml.bak. All right. So now we are in this. Oh, it's not that big of a file. All right, cool. All right, so we have an XML version, disabled administrative monitors. Here you'll see two versions. Okay, so it says now we need to remove the comments for both authorization strategy, which is here, and security realm. So we need to get rid of that. So let's go ahead and we will hit I. Oh, did we not do it? Oh, we have to do it as sudo, y'all. Sorry. So we'll go ahead and hit Q to quit, and then we will do sudo, and now we should be able to edit. So now we go back, we hit I. We'll close that one out, and then do that there, and then the same thing over here. Okay, and now we should hit escape, WQ, but before we do that, it does look like we see something here. Full trust has no place in security. All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. Once that's done, you'll see the inner workings are not accessible. So now if we go ahead and refresh, now let's see, we try to do manage Jenkins. Oh, I have to restart it, sorry. All right, so now we just need to do the same thing before, sudo, not suso, sudo, system control, restart Jenkins. And now it's going to take a second to do that. We'll come over here. You'll see it's refreshing. And then it says it's taking a while for Jenkins to work. But when we do, you'll see we should be logged out of Jenkins, and you can't access it unless you have the proper permission. So if we go to here and we hit manage. Oh, did I not do it right? Oh, no, I didn't. My fault. Again, this is why you shouldn't jump ahead, people. So back in our admin panel, so we restarted Jenkins, but what we need to do is we need to remove a file. So we need to remove the config.xml file. We need to go ahead and now it says remove write protected. We'll hit yes. Now we'll clear our screen, and then what we're going to do is we are going to copy the config xml.bak file, but we're going to make that our config.xml file. So now the system is going to look at that backup file as the right file. And we did it wrong because we did not do sudo first. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to tell it that we said to do this because we said so and we're in charge. So there you go. Now you see it didn't give back any error message. And now we're going to go ahead and restart the service all over again. And when we go to restart the service, now we should be locked out of it. while we're waiting, we will answer the last question about the Jenkins flag, which is correct. And now it says, if you enjoyed this room, please check out our SOC level 1 path, and we have completed that as well. So now it says there's a bunch of error messages. I think we broke it. I think I did something wrong, but we finished the mission. We finished it for today, y'all. We'll go ahead and close out. Let me see. Let's see if I can fix what I did. We'll hit LS. Scroll up. Okay, I think we did everything right. Well, we had to, right? So if we do, oh, that's right, because it says let's just get out of there and go here. Nope. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fix this issue, but we have finished our mission for today. We did finish our room for today, so we are good, everybody. Again, I wanted to hop on here real quick. Thank you for rocking out with us again. Again, I wanted to kind of get through this. I don't want to be too far behind. Like I said, I probably will be busy for the rest of the week. I should hop on tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, though, definitely I probably won't be on until the next week. But again, it was a pleasure. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, wherever it is you're watching, leave comments. Let us know what you think. Again, we are halfway through the Advent of Cyber, everybody. So we got another 12 days left. And again, I wish y'all the best of luck and continue on with this journey. Again, best case scenario, you win some stuff. Worst case scenario, hey, you get to learn a lot of cybersecurity topics that you haven't probably messed with before. But until next time, hopefully tomorrow, y'all take it easy. Y'all be safe and take care of each other and yourselves. All right. Peace out, y'all.